I'm Vicki Hogarth, and welcome to Southwest Magazine. Joining me today is illustrious Sir James Leadbetter, potentate of the Luxor Shriners of New Brunswick. The Shriners are part of a global philanthropic organization, best known for their work supporting specialized pediatric care through Shriners hospitals for children. With a long history in this province and a growing presence in Charlotte County, the Luxor Shriners are not only active in community events, but also help connect local families to world-class medical care, regardless of their ability to pay. James is here to talk about their mission, their upcoming fundraiser golf tournament in St. Andrews, and how local families can access the support they offer. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today, James. Let's start off by talking about what the Luxor Shriners are. What are you all about?
Luxor Shriners is part of a global, worldwide organization called Shriners International. There's 198 shrine centers or shrine temples that belong to Shriners International, and we are truly worldwide, okay? Our philanthropy, Shriners Hospitals for Children, helps children get medical care no matter the ability of the parents to pay. Since 1922, we've helped 1.4 million children, okay? And that's anywhere from, when we started, it was Shriners Hospitals for crippled children, and then we went into burn care, and now we're into so many things, so many things.
That's over 100 years. How many have been in New Brunswick?
In New Brunswick, in last year, we helped 162 kids from New Brunswick. Last year alone went to Montreal. We have 22 locations, 22 facilities in North America, one in Canada, one in Mexico, the other 20 are in the States. And depending on what the child needs, that decides on where he is going to go. Okay, and we cover the cost of transportation, housing, and food for one parent and for the child at no cost to the family.
Wow. So how do Shriners stand out in the different communities that you're in?
I don't know if we stand out or not, but everybody remembers us for the guys with the funny red hat in the parade. We do way more than that, okay? Shriners are all Masons. You have to be a Mason to be a Shriner, okay? And once you become a Shriner, that's where you have fun. We all have fun, okay? We have fun and we help kids.
Okay, I will back up and ask you, how do you even begin to become a Mason? I have been to many events at the Masonic Hall, particularly in St. George, and I love going, but what is that process like?
To be a Mason, you have to want to be a Mason, okay? Masons are one of the oldest fraternities in the world, okay? It's not a secret society, it's a society with secrets, okay? I like to say that Masons make good men better. Pretty simple, they make good men better.
Mm-hmm. And what gives you that sentiment that they make good men better, even from your early days as a Mason?
I'm a better man today than I was the day I joined.
How do children access support from Luxor Shriners?
Okay, so if your child needs help, you can get a hold of the Shrine Center, or you can get a hold of a local noble in your area. In Charlotte County, the noble is Danny Bird.
Okay.
And Danny would arrange for the child and the family to be interviewed, and then the hospital would decide, can we help this child? Can we actually make their life better? And then they would be transported to Montreal, and they would be looked at, and they would be examined, and the hospital would decide on the treatment plan.
Okay, and so that even would cover if they're eligible for help from Shriners, that you would deal with the transportation and help the families in those
100%.
ways
We help the children no matter the family's ability to pay, and we cover all costs for the child and for one caregiver to accompany them.
Okay.
Okay.
So that leads me to ask about the golf tournament here in St. Andrews. I imagine part of that would be a fundraising initiative. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm going to have to refer to my notes here. As you're aware, St. Andrews is famous for the Algonquin and the golf course. And we figured for our first golf tournament, to make it a success, we would want to partner with them because of the famousness of the course and the ability to draw people in, okay? And we've also teamed up with several local businesses, and they're sponsoring holes, and they're.
What would it be, like a silent auction?
We have a silent auction that we've donated. A lot of things have been donated to. We're very excited about silent auction. It's going to take place during the tournament. Non-golfers can go and they can go to the golf course and they can bid on the silent auction stuff. We have airplane tickets, hand-carved birds, hockey memorabilia. They've got some hockey memorabilia from. I'm pretty sure the Boston Bruins have donated something. We have box seats to the Nova Scotia Military Tattoo, which if you've ever been to the tattoo, it's amazing. And we have hotel tickets at Halifax, plus a lot of other items. Bidding goes on all day at the Algonquin Clubhouse, and we really hope that locals will come out and bid on the items as well as the golfers that are there.
Okay, so you can also go and take in some of the golf just as a spectator, but also find a way to give back by being a part of.
By bidding on the silent auction stuff. Yeah.
And I know that you will have some patient ambassadors,
We
representatives.
will. We have a couple patient ambassadors that are going to be there, Anna and Brett. Okay, Anna, she was diagnosed with a rare bone condition at 15 months of age, and she's had 16 surgeries at Shriners Hospitals for Children in Montreal, and they've allowed her to grow and move. The Shriners Hospital was like a second home for most of Anna's family during her childhood. Thanks to Dr. Fresher and his team, Anna continues to be able to walk. Anna is in the 4th year of medical sciences at Dalhousie University in Halifax, and Anna continues to be successful in everything she does. Her family is so grateful for the care that Anna has received. Her dad has told me that without Shriners, Anna never would have walked. Wow. The other patient ambassador we have is Brett. He became patient at Shriners Hospitals in 2016 when he was 6 years old. Brett was diagnosed with femoral anteversion, and this needed to be corrected on both of his femurs. He had surgery completed in 2023, which rotated his hips and his femurs back to where they should be. The advanced medical technology and wonderful team at the Shriners Hospital allowed Brett to be able to run and walk and play like a kid with no pain.
Wow.
So, and these are just two stories. I could sit here and probably tell you stories for an hour.
I was going to say.
It's very fulfilling when you see somebody like Anna or Brett. And, you know, especially Anna, she's, like I say, 3rd year in Dalhousie University Medical Science. You know, it's just amazing.
I was telling you before we started filming that before you got here, I went on just the Facebook page of Luxor Shriners to see the work you do, and you do get those stories. Yep. Sometimes pictures from the moment they would have started coming to Shriners to when they're fully grown, and you see in just a handful of photos their life and the difference that the Shriners have made in giving them a fulfilling, full, normal life. But you work with people even if it's many years that require help.
When you become a Shrine patient, you become a Shrine patient until you're 18 years old. At 18, they have a very new program at the hospital in Montreal that they're doing to transition the patients from Shriners care to provincial care. And so there's a transition there, but up until 18 years of age, we take care of everything.
I know that we in Canada like to think, and we do have a great healthcare system, but there are gaps, and they're filled by organizations such as your own. Why do you think Shriners is so important in filling those gaps? You know, to an outsider who might think, oh, Canada has universal health care, but you know, us Canadians do know where the holes are.
I just came back from a visit at the hospital 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the thing about the hospital is when you walk into the hospital, it doesn't smell like a hospital, it doesn't look like a hospital. And the children, when they're there, they actually look forward to coming there because they feel that all the nurses and the doctors are their family. Mm-hmm. And they're treated like family, they're not treated like patients. It's really hard to explain, but it's a family atmosphere. You know, you can go, we have one Shriner that was a patient 40 years ago, and there's still people working at the hospital today that were working when he was a Shrine patient 40 years ago.
Wow. So to have Brett and Anna at the golf tournament, what do you think that will bring to people? You obviously in your role get to see the impact that Shriners makes all the time, but us regular citizens might not have that.
It's going to be able to put a face to what you read on the internet or what you see. When you talk to Anna or Brett and they can tell you their story, it brings it more, lost for words, believe it or not. It brings it more, makes it more real, okay? Makes it more real when you have I mean, Anna, like I say, third year at university, and she's telling you about the fact that she's had a problem since she was 15 months old. And Anna will tell you that Shriners Hospital is like her family. She enjoys going there. Most kids enjoy going there, and because they go to see their friends.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think she and Brett, why would they take time to do this? Why is it important for them to carry on the message of what they've been through with Shriners?
In Anna's case and Brett's case, they're giving back. They're giving back to the Shrine to help support the Shrine in their own way because of the fact that the Shrine helped them so much. In my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion. But.
So a great reason for the non-golfers to get out on the course that we've talked about.
That's
so
right.
Non-golfers, welcome to take
come
part.
Out and bid on the silent auction. Talk to Anna and Brett. There's going to be a bunch of Shriners there. I'm going to be there myself. I'm coming up. I'm going to stay at the Algonquin for the night, and maybe I'll see a ghost. You never know.
You never know. You never know in St. Andrews. When it comes to the people playing in the tournament, how did the players get involved? Or is it still possible that teams can register now?
We still have 3 or 4 foursomes available. If you want to play, I've got the stuff right here somewhere. You can call Brandy at our office in St. John, Luxor Shriners of New Brunswick, and Brandy will get you signed up. Okay, foursome is, I'm thinking it's a,
all goes to a good.
foursome is $1,000. I had to ask my buddy in the background. Foursome is $1,000. That includes 18 holes of golf and a golf cart and lunch.
Wow. So talk about the funding initiatives that you get up to year-round. This is obviously a major one.
This is a major fundraiser. It's our first golf tournament we've done in St. Andrews. And it's, like I say, we wanted 18 teams and we've got 14. So we're looking for another 4.
What was the inspiration for the golf tournament itself? I know that even my earliest memory of a circus, believe it or not, is the Shriners Circus in Victoria, BC. So I've seen you across Canada in all your different manifestations, but a golf tournament I think really appeals to
a golf tournament is a good fundraiser, and we're trying to think outside of the box now. Okay, the circuses are. They're still going on, okay, but more in the States than they are in Canada. But we have to get away from we have to try new stuff to involve new people, in my mind.
When it comes to funding, how do you explain to people at home how much funding you need to do all the important work that you do?
I got some numbers for you they'll amaze you. In 2019, we invested $38 million in research. And in 2019, we helped 146,000 children over the whole system. Our children are cared for at, like I say, 22 locations. We have a hospital in Montreal. We also have an outreach clinic in Bathurst. Just think about healthcare. Think about how much money it costs to support this. And Shriners Children's is 100% funded by Shriners and your donations. Okay.
Can we talk a little bit about your own personal connection to Shriners and how you got involved? What was it that spoke to you about this organization?
My dad is a Shriner, and he has been a Shriner for over 40 years. I grew up with my dad being a clown. My dad was a clown for 25 years. I moved away to Ontario, and I get involved with the Masons, and of course I got involved with the Shrine. And when I come back down here, I reunited with some Shriner friends down here, and I proceeded through the line to become potentate.
Okay, and what does potentate entail? I know that apparently you are the only one who can wear this hat.
I am the only one that can wear the big hat.
I did ask if I could.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can wear the big hat. Potentate is basically the president of Luxor Shriners of New Brunswick. And I take care and run Luxor for 1 year, but I do it with a team. It's not just me, it's a team. I have a chief rabban, assistant rabban, treasurer, a recorder. Our office girl, Brandy, is amazing. I got a shout out to Brandy. If it wasn't for Brandy, things don't happen. So basically I run the Shrine for the year. I try and take care of organizing fundraising events, My wife, First Lady Gail, she has her own fundraising project. I have a fundraising project. We do the golf tournament is a fundraising project. We do breakfast at King's Landing every spring that coincides with their Maple Sugar Festival, and we do breakfast for 2 days on 2 different weekends. We do a lobster dinner. We do one for men and then a different one for ladies. We do a stag and a ladies one. Those are our fundraising events. We sell tickets on a side-by-side. Side-by-side is going to be given away on the 6th of September. It's a Polaris side-by-side. We do that every year. We have many fundraising events.
I think that I've been to a couple here in Charlotte County. I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about your presence right here in New Brunswick Southwest.
We have a very active club in the Charlotte County Club. The big fundraiser that all the clubs do is we sell what we call a cash calendar. So you buy a calendar for $20 and we do a draw every month, and we draw, and every day you can win money. And on Saturdays and Sundays, the money goes up to $100. Every other day is 20 or 25, I'm not sure. I've never won, I'm not allowed to play. But that's the big fundraiser. In Charlotte County, we have a very active club, and they're very active with the Shriners and the Masons, because again, all Masons are Shriners.
Okay.
But not all Shriners, all Shriners are Masons, but not all Masons are Shriners.
When you look back at the moments in your time with Shriners that have been really impactful, are there pinch me moments where you realize the difference that you've made? Anytime
I go to the hospital, visit the hospital. If you can go to the hospital and not come away with dry eyes, something wrong. Yeah, I've been to the hospital. I've been to hospital in Montreal. I've been to both hospitals in Montreal, because there was an old one and then we have a new one. And I've been to the hospital out in California, and it's the same every time. It's the same every time. If you want to know why we do what we do, go visit a hospital.
How does it change you when you walk in and you see those faces? I'm sure sometimes it can be sadder than others, but definitely
when you walk into a hospital and you have a young person, a patient, come up to you and grab your leg and say thank you, it changes your whole view on life. You realize why we do what we do.
Mm-hmm. What other fundraisers, aside from this golf tournament, which is coming right up, but if people want to give back and recognize the important work you do that are watching at home, and it may be after this golf tournament, how can they be a part of your fundraisers? And
they can call the office and talk to Brandy and ask her which fundraiser is active at the time, and she knows which ones are active, and they can donate or purchase tickets through Brandy. It's not a problem. Just Luxor Shriners of New Brunswick in St. John.
I think any of us that do things in our communities, find ways to give back or do community initiatives, know how much work it takes to organize the event itself. It can take a whole year leading up to it for that one day.
Yes.
But what do you take away from the service aspect of what you do? Because there is a lot of behind the scenes work. Obviously wonderful outcomes, but it does take a lot of service.
It takes a lot of people to make an event come true. I just had an event in Shediac. It was almost a year in the planning, and it came off without a hitch. The golf tournament, they've been planning this for, I bet you they've been working at this for 9 months. And it takes a team. It takes a team, and one guy can't do it, and it takes a very large team, because everybody has their specialties.
And I'd love to hear a little bit more of that. Is this something that the New Brunswick cohorts all meet and discuss and come up with ideas? For instance,
we do. We have meetings. We have 4 stated meetings a year, and we all get together. But most of the times when you have fundraising, it's a club that does it, or a unit. And so here it would be the Charlotte County Shrine Club. In Moncton, it's the Moncton Shrine Club. In St. John, it's the St. John Shrine Club. The St. John Shrine Club also does the 50-50 draw for the Sea Dogs. I'm a Wildcats fan, so I don't go, but and they do that. Every club has something a little different. The Moncton Club has a mini car unit, and they do water for a donation at the big car show every year, and that's their big fundraiser. So every club has their own.
When you look ahead at a 5-year plan, what are your hopes and dreams for how Shriners grows, particularly in New Brunswick?
I want to see Shriners grow. We have just a little over 400 members in New Brunswick. I would like to see that double in the next 5 years. It's a big dream. Will it happen? I hope so. As far as Shriners, we need to grow because there's always more kids out there that need our help.
And I know that I think I blame the Simpsons for this, why we think the Masons are the secret society too still. It's lasted a very long time. Nevertheless, that has increased my fascination. How challenging is it to become a member? In my head, it's hard.
To become a Mason or to become a Shriner?
I guess Mason would be the first step to Shriner.
You have to become a Mason to become a Shriner, and to become a Mason, it is a lot of memory work, and you have to be dedicated to it. You can't do it halfway. It's like anything I've found in life. If you want to do it, you have to do it right, and you have to do it 100%.
Okay, but I think the golf tournament is also perhaps a great opportunity for people who might even be curious about
100%.
joining up too.
There's going to be Shriners at the golf tournament. Personally, I know I'm going to be here. My wife's going to be here, and our ladies are our biggest asset. Our biggest asset is our ladies, because ladies talk to ladies, and we have a good time. Ladies have a good time. That brings us more members.
Mm-hmm. I know that just from going out to events in the St. George area. What an amazing group of people. But I look forward to meeting more at the golf tournament. For anyone who's at home right now and is thinking of coming out, what are some words you share with them of why they should check out this golf tournament?
Should just come out if for only one reason, to talk to Anna and Brett. And
again, a reminder for location is at the Algonquin Golf Course right
Yes.
here in St. Andrews.
Right.
In terms of the event itself, what time does it take place? What date? And
Saturday morning. Not this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after.
So that is August. I'm going 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd on Saturday.
Okay.
Tee off time is 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Nice. And any final words for people at home today that are the piqued curiosity from watching this interview and hearing about the work you do?
Look up Shriners International. You'll see what we do. We're not just a hospital now for burned and crippled children. Mm-hmm. We do cerebral palsy. We do cleft palate. We do club foot. We do osteogenesis imperfecta, which is brittle bone disease. We do curvature of the spine. We do a lot. We do a lot of things that people don't realize we do.
I know. I was gonna say last question, but I really do have to ask again. I mean, you're finding these gaps in our own system
Right.
to help out children, and that must take a lot of work too.
We don't fill the gaps. We have things that we do, and we just, again, it's a family thing. The hospital, it doesn't seem like a hospital. The children actually enjoy going to the hospital, and when you can see a child come in like Anna at 15 months of age, and when you can see her graduate from university, it makes it all worthwhile.
Well, I look forward to meeting her in person at the golf tournament, August 23rd at the Algonquin Golf Course. I look forward to seeing you there as well,
I will
James.
be there, and I will have my fancy jacket on too.
I look forward to it, and I won't try to steal your hat this time, I promise. Thank you so much for sitting down with me
Thank
today.
you for giving me the opportunity to come and talk to you.
My guest today has been the illustrious Sir James Leadbetter of the Luxor Shriners of New Brunswick. Be sure to check out their philanthropic golf tournament at the Algonquin Resort on August 23rd. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Thank you for watching Southwest Magazine.
Southwest Magazine is a news and public affairs production of CHCO Television.